Lesson 180. It is okay to be ignorant to sin. Being in this world doesn't mean you have to do everything in this world. Jesus prayed to God, "I have given them your word, and the world has hated them, for they are not of the world any more than I am of the world." John 17:14. There are great things you can do and leave a mark for generations, and on the other hand, there are shameful things which can easily turn to regret in the end. We are created to know no sin and only good. God had the right intentions for us to take care of this place called earth. It is when we had the urge of wanting more that caused the downfall of man. It is when they take the fruit from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. It is when we have the knowledge and the ability to discern what is right and what is wrong. Even though the whole world around you might be in the habit of doing something, it doesn't mean you have to do it as well. It is better to be ignorant in such habits because you will never know what that will do to you in terms of your character, behavior, and your commitment to God. In such a situation, it is easier to get in, but know that it won't be easy to get out. What you think is something small, a little bit of fun and not a big deal, can in the end become your daily habit that chains you into your new reality. Just as Adam and Eve, each sin starts with the desire, and just as Apostle James said in James 1:15, "After desire has conceived, it gives birth to sin, and sin, when it is full grown, it gives birth to death." It is the little things you put yourself into that create a change of character in you. The more you do it, the further you will be away from God and God from you. The process is small, and if you are not careful about it, it will lead you to destruction if you are not aware of the steps you take. In every decision you choose, there will be an action you will take. Where the mind goes, the man follows. You must be careful to notice where your feet go, or what your eyes see, or what your ears hear, and what your tongue says. Because even though it may seem to be something normal, understand that in the long term, it will impact your habits. It is better to avoid temptation than to think you are strong enough to resist it. It pleases God to know that you chose Him in the first place than your own flesh desires. Avoiding the temptation must start by creating a strong mindset towards life. You must think beforehand, especially when you wake up in the morning, that you will determine to do what is right. Having that perspective in the back of your mind helps you to lean towards good choices throughout your day. Moreover, you must build up little by little your relationship with God every single day. Don't let a day pass without asking God for help towards your day. Let Him know that you are devout to Him and you need Him when trouble comes for you. Learn God's word and build your spirituality with the words of life. Feed your mind with the knowledge of His goodness and never stop learning. When you allow God to teach you, you become humble, and it is an act of surrender to His will. With this, God will be willing to show you the mysteries of life and lead you towards the right path. It is okay when the world thinks you're ignorant in their ways, either when they despise you because of your faith in God. The key knowledge that you need to know is to seek God and know His ways. Do not fear what the world fears, because it is only the fear of God is the beginning of the wisdom. It doesn't matter what people say about you. You only need to know what God says about you. Sometimes you care too much about what people say, and you might think that is everything about you. No one can judge you, so you can never judge yourself, because you are so much better than the birds in the sky or the flowers in the garden. If God can take care of the things of this world, how much more will He take care of you, created in His own image? Never give up on doing good, for in due time you will reap the harvest if you do not give up.